Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. Now today, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the LR Full Power Frieza versus Physical Full Power Frieza and see how both perform in similar situations, right? Now, I'm not going to go completely in-depth here because there's so many different variables for LR Full Power Frieza's power. You know, if you got Big Bad Bosses active, how low his health is, if you're doing a 12-key super attack, an 18-key super attack, there really is a lot there. Let me get all this SCR key, and then let me see how much key he's sitting at right there. He's one away from max. Okay, so I guess I'll just use a quick item and get him up to 24 key. Both of the LR Full Power Frieza and Physical Full Power Frieza, they essentially have the same links, except for Physical Full Power Frieza has Nightmare instead of Legendary Power. For really the best situations for the Friezas, that's not really a big deal though, because Nightmare is definitely probably easier to get for Full Power Frieza than Legendary Power is, but it's not something we're really going to be too concerned about today. Okay, so here's Full Power Frieza. This is, you know, without Big Bad Bosses is not active. I don't think Zamasu would do enough damage to Full Power Frieza to get us Big Bad Bosses, but I'll use a King Yama just to make sure. This is Frieza at full health as well, so, you know, he's only got his base passive there. Let me see how much damage he gets up to. 4.13 million, max key, linked up with AGL, Final Form Frieza, and Turles on rotation. So let's do that exact same rotation, but now for Physical Full Power Frieza. Alright guys, so now we have the Physical Full Power Frieza, same exact rotation. This Frieza will have just as many links active in this situation. And let's go ahead and see. I'm gonna use the King Yama because just for this test right here, I do not want Big Bad Bosses to be active. It will raise both Frieza's attack dramatically though. So let's see what Physical Full Power Frieza is at right here. And he's at 3 million. So that's definitely a really, really good number to open up with right away, right? Because we did get a million higher with LR Full Power Frieza, but that was with LR Full Power Frieza with his full key. Now, I have found that it is pretty realistic for LR Full Power Frieza to get his 18-key super attack, but there's certainly some extra damage there that, you know, was gotten by him getting to his full 24-key super attack. That's not bad. One other thing we're probably not going to look at in this video is the difference defensively. That's where LR Frieza is really going to come out on top, because this Frieza has decent defense in the right situation. He gets 30% defense if he's the first attacker in a turn, so that means any attacks before he attacks will hit him without his defense active. And he does also raise defense by 30% for 3 turns on super attack. So, you know, you're able to get 2 stacks of that. So if you have both stacks, Big Bad Bosses, and his passive active, he will be pretty solid defensively, but the only issue is that, you know, some of it is going to come only after he attacks, right? Whereas Full Power Frieza, you know, you can kind of put him anywhere and his defense will be very solid. So I guess let's take a look at what both Full Power Friezas are able to do now with Big Bad Bosses active. Alright guys, so now here's another situation we'll check out. So this is going to be Physical Full Power Frieza. We're going to have Big Bad Bosses active. But this is going to be a turn without Turles, so we'll keep this in mind. Now, I'm not really too sure what I'm going to do with LR Full Power Frieza. I guess I'm going to try and... I don't think I'll give him items for the rest of this test, but it's so difficult because, like, you know, Full Power Frieza is generally going to be, you know, at about the same spot, right? Whereas LR Frieza, like, he really does have a big scale where his damage can go up and down based upon how much health you have at the start of the turn. So there is a 2.57 million. That's without supports. Now, remember that Physical Full Power Frieza, he is going to get buffed a lot more from supports than the LR is because of the fact that Physical Full Power Frieza gets his attack buff on super attack, right? So that means supports are very, very valuable to him. So let's go ahead and take a look at the same situation with the LR. Big Bad Boss is active, but no support on rotation. Alright guys, so now here we are in a similar situation for LR Full Power Frieza. No supports on rotation, just linked up with AGL Frieza. Now again, it's difficult to really, like, show, I think, fair comparisons with these units, because, like, if I want to get Big Bad Bosses, it's very hard to set up to activate Big Bad Bosses on that turn without LR Frieza just, you know, starting the turn out below that threshold And of course, you know, Frieza has so many different tiers to his passive where he's getting more attack. So right now he has 80% attack and defense from his passive, and we're below 90%, so we're getting an additional 10% attack, and we're going to have big bad bosses. Now, I'm not going to use any items, so it looks like we're going to have a 12-key super attack right here. This is going to be interesting to see. What is our boy going to do? A 12-key super attack, so what is he? He's at 13, 14, 15, 16 key. So he's at 16 key. Big bad boss, there's no support. How is he going to work? 3.25 million. Okay, so... okay. That's one thing about this full power Frieza, right? Is that without supports, or without even getting his 18 key, he's still able to do these crazy high, like, you know, tiers of damage. Like, he's very impressive. He's just a very impressive unit. Now, let me just get one more turn right now in this run, because our health has fallen very, very low. And I think in the next turn, I can get Turles here, too. So, let's see what damage number he puts up next turn. Alright, guys, so this is a big turn for LR Full Power Frieza right here. This is not, I don't think, going to be his absolute max, but this is going to be him at a very high number. I could potentially die here. I wonder if I should put AGL Frieza first and use a Sensu Bean. So we won't have big bad bosses. This is also Frieza. LR Frieza has all but I believe his last tier, his last threshold, which puts him at like under 30%, gets him up to what, 150% attack, I believe. But by putting AGL Final Form Frieza in that first slot, he'll take a lot of damage. I don't think we'll die, but we definitely will activate big bad bosses, which is the point of me doing that. Just hopefully God Goku doesn't super attack. That's not a bad number for that AGL Final Form Frieza, considering he seals, he stuns, he does all that as well. Okay, boom. And then Full Power Frieza is at 5.98 million. We don't have his bottom tier of passive active, of course. We do have most of his links, so that is close, I think, to Full Power Frieza's maximum. Looks like we're going to die here. Not by this Frieza, but... oh, wait, yeah, Turles is going to get finished off. All right, let's go ahead and move over. I want to see what I believe to be physical Full Power Frieza. Let's get his highest attack stat, and then we will come back. Yeah, let's get physical Full Power Frieza's highest attack stat. Alright guys, so I'm fairly certain that this right here is physical Full Power Frieza's best rotation that we can get. Even though Full Power Frieza is on the Transformation Boost team where he would have access to physical Kid Buu, and unlike LR Full Power Frieza, physical Full Power Frieza does not need to enter the rotation under 80% HP to get his highest attack stat, right? The way LR Full Power Frieza does. We would just need to activate Big Bad Bosses mid-turn, so we could start the turn out with Kid Buu's full passive active, the 50%, then in the first slot fall below the threshold to get Big Bad Bosses, and then at that point, you know, we will get, you know, Full Power Frieza's best attack stat. But I think over here on the Wicked Bloodline team, the 170% team, with these two, I mean, most of Full Power Frieza's links are being active. Well, actually, they're all being active. Prodigies, Universe's Most Malevolent, Nightmare, Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, that's all active. Thanks to the Int GT Frieza, and then Turles in the last slot. And of course, Turles is giving a 40% attack buff, and then in the first slot, the GT Frieza is giving a 30% attack buff, or no, 25, excuse me. So this is going to be as good as it gets for physical Full Power Frieza. This is him, like, again, at his absolute max, all links active, 170% lead team, 2 support type units on rotation, considering that Full Power Frieza gets a buff on super attack, so support type units impact him even more. Now, I think I've seen this before. I think this is somewhere around 4.6 million, I believe. Somewhere around there. Now, obviously, LR Full Power Frieza is able to get like a couple million higher, but this is still very impressive. Like, I would say this physical, okay, let's see what he gets to. 4.51 million. I believe that is the max of what he is capable of doing. That number, yeah, double 4.51 million. That's insane. Like, a long time ago during the 4-year anniversary, back in February, I got this when I was doing the rainbow video for that Int GT Frieza, and I wanted to do a separate standalone video for the physical full power Frieza, but I just never got around to doing it. But like, that is very, very impressive. I mean, considering this guy has been free a lot, like with the red stone, you know, a lot of players, like honestly, a lot of players might have this guy with multiple dupes, and if you do have multiple dupes in him, honestly, he's probably going to be better for a lot of players in a lot of situations than LR Full Power Frieza. Because even this guy, you know, his defense is not that bad. It's not as bad as you think. It's just that you have to, like, you have to attack first before a lion's share of his defense will come into play. That will hurt him on Super Battle Road and then here. And I guess, you know, something like EZA as well. He definitely is good. Like, the LR is an upgrade over him, but it's not as much as I would like. I love the new LR, but they could have made him better for sure, especially without having an active skill and no transformation mechanic. I think they could have made Full Power Frieza even stronger. So, all right, I guess just to have it on record on here, let's also get LR Full Power Frieza's highest attack set so we can compare that. That was 6 point something. Now, the other interesting thing too, right? So, Full Power Frieza, he got the 4.51 million attack set super attack. Then he gets an additional one for the exact same number. Now, LR Full Power Frieza, I would love to see what his additional would be in that situation. But like that would take me hours probably to get that to happen. Because I would need, you know, to get the right situation set up, which is very difficult to fall below 30% HP. But the reason I would do that is because I would want to see what his additional super attack, what the attacks that would be on that. I imagine, even though it would only be a 12 key super attack, LR Full Power Frieza's additional on that point would probably break 4 million. I've seen him already additional at well over a 3 million attack stat, right? Even though he's not getting his 18 key super anymore, remember, he does still get Mega Colossal, which really makes up a lot of the difference. So, again, let's get LR Full Power Frieza's best attack stat. Alright guys, so we are here. This just took like 3 hours to get this damn rotation. Between the metal coolers healing and, you know, Turles taking like 150k from a normal attack and you needing to be under 30% HP, which is not freaking easy. Finally, we're here. So, this, I'm quite certain that this is going to be LR Full Power Frieza's absolute maximum. This is not... I'm safe to get this, because even if we heal above 30% HP, it doesn't matter. Frieza's passive is already completely active. I did use some damage reduction items, as well as, you know, that Int Frieza just does natural damage reduction. So, again, I don't see any way this Frieza could get higher than this, unless you use attack items, you know, because all of Frieza's links, except for Legendary Power, are active. All of his attack links. He has his full passive. This, again, is going to be LR Full Power Frieza at his absolute pinnacle. So, let's see what number he gets to. Again, even if Blue Goku super attacks here, we'd be fine. We have a King Yama and a Whis active. And LR Full Power Frieza gets to 6.97 million. So there you go. I believe that is the absolute peak that LR Full Power Frieza can hit as a dude. He did 4.5 million on this event. That's insane. Because, like, you know, you can't, like, easily set up, like, LR Goku and Frieza or something, right, to get, you know, their full passive active, you know, this deep into the event. Like, you know, Blue Goku is immune to having his attack lowered. That is a crazy, crazy number. Now, again, the thing with this LR Frieza that I don't like is that in order to get his full potential, you have to be below 30% HP, and that's just not realistic. Anything below 30%, you're just never going to be able to get that. Like, if you get that, it's an accident. Like, that's not something you can account for ever. Like, falling below 50% HP, that is something you could do, but falling below 30%, something I've found that is just incredibly, incredibly difficult. I mean, you know, certain Dokkan events, maybe, you know, you'll take, like, a big attack once or whatever, but, like, you know, on Super Battle Road, because the thing with difficult events is you can't like, just be chilling at, like, 50% HP. Like, okay, I'll go into this turn in the Legendary Goku event, 50% HP, I won't heal. Like, you're going to have to do something. So, it does create a situation where it's going to be hard to get a lot of parts of his passive. But, I mean, under 70%, and this LR Frieza is going to be easily clearing the damage that full power, the EZA full power Frieza is able to do. I will say that, like, when I was running through, the EZA full power Frieza, his defense is a little better than I was thinking. It's just, it's all a basis of if he gets attacked before he attacks, right? As long as EZA full power Frieza is able to get his attack in before he's attacked in that first slot, he's good defensively. He can definitely make it work. Now, when it comes down to these two, they are closer than I think a summonable LR and a 4-year-old TUR should be, right? I would say that if you're a free-to-play player or something like that, and you have EZA full power Frieza and you've got several dupes in him, he's going to be better for you than the LR until you have several dupes in this LR. And, you know, again, he's a summonable LR, so I would say this Frieza is definitely one of the most skippable units around for a lot of players because, you know, EZA full power Frieza fulfills his role in most situations. It's not like his leader skill is like absolutely cannot like pass. Like his leader skill is only. Why is it not popping up? Okay, whatever. Yeah, there it finally goes. Oh, I got it, and now I can. Okay, there we go. Okay, so full power 130%, and then you know extreme SCR 100%. Really good for like Dokkan Battlefield. You know you could do some shenanigans with that on Super Battle Road as well, but it's not like it's a proper category team that you're going to be running all the time. You know, like, I don't know, LR Goku and Frieza, right? They have a team that basically, that you need them to run. So, like, this full power Frieza definitely is a bit underwhelming. I can understand why he was made back around Metal Cooler's time. Again, if this guy drops at the same time as LR Metal Cooler, or, excuse me, if he drops at the same time as AGL Metal Cooler, he ends up, this guy would be like, you know, maybe the 4th best unit in the game behind, maybe I would have said the LR Fusions are a bit better, and then LR Goku and Frieza, and that's about it. Like, I think this guy is behind them. Like, he's definitely super good. He's not anywhere near the bottom list of LRs. Like, you know, I think, like, Super Baby 2, LR Trunks and Mai, LR Cell, LR SCR Broly are all well below this Frieza. Even like LR Majin Vegeta, you know, below this Frieza. This Frieza's good. Like don't like take that. Don't say it's not good. It's just the physical EZA Frieza is still really good, and a lot of players are likely to have him with many dupes. So that's basically the big thing. Like if we're comparing Rainbow LR to Rainbow EZA, of course the LR is taking it every single time, but you know, 99% of the player base, really 99.5 or 99.9% of the player base is not going to have this guy rainbowed for quite a while. So in that situation, the EZA one probably will be better off. So let me know what you guys think of the two Friezas back and forth. Again, this was a little bit of a harder video to make than like comparing the two Gotenks, because there's like just so many variables with this Frieza at where his health is going to be. And then if you compare that to the, you know, EZA, like really his only difference is if you have big bad bosses or not like active. Whereas this Frieza, you have a litany of different situations for him. So, you know, all very, just a lot there. So again, let me know what you guys think. What do you think of LR Full Power Frieza? At this point, I think the LR Full Power Frieza World Tour is concluded as well. I think we've done pretty much everything we could possibly do with this unit. So, thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.